energy balance. Balance between inside and outside, that's one way of looking at it. And the Oracle card, the Ascended Masters Oracle card this week is, what a brilliant one. I'm very happy about this, personally, particularly as we're going on retreat this weekend in the lovely nature. So this is wonderful. The Green Man, retreat into nature. And I just want to draw your attention to the detail. Look at these lovely things, these little fairies in the heart and the gorgeous flowers. I think there's a little, might even be a little bumblebee in the top corner there. Yeah, so that just delighted me. Such a lovely sense, retreat into nature. So wherever you are, maybe this next week, see if you can take some time outside on your own, particularly, you know, just to be able to really look and see the beauty, even in the rainstorms, see the beauty. And also obviously brings us to the heart, green being the color of the heart chakra, and also love being the way of everything. Doesn't always feel like it, but we know when we return to ourselves, when we come home to ourselves, we know that place. So we're going to begin standing. Begin standing up. Let's see if we can invigorate ourselves. Whatever's happened today, whatever we feel like, just be here now. Let's just arrive as we are, accepting ourselves as we are. Standing, looking at the toes, looking at the feet, standing with the feet hips width apart, parallel. Lift the toes. Give them feet a little bit of a pull there, lifting the toes as high as you can, and then lay them down, place them down. And then coming onto the toes and lifting the heels really high, just to get a bit of energy into the feet and to bring ourselves into the ground, into a grounded place, feeling our own nature, if you like. Look at the toes, a little wiggle there as well. And just to get all the energy moving, because if you've been like this all day, or like this all day, we really want to work this part of the body, because not only will it bring ease to the shoulder and into the back and neck, but also release a lot of tension, so we have more energy to play with. Left foot forward, left hand on the left hip. And we're just going to gently, like a soft fist, not even a fist, holding the fingers lightly, and then just letting this right arm swing back and forth. Before we actually, get into this, just take that arm in a big circle, watch it, just to make sure that you've got space for it to go around in a circle. But we're going to begin by just using a bit of momentum. The rest of the body is just relaxed, but we're just getting this arm to go, just by the power of momentum and a bit of the weight of the arm. And we're going to go backwards first of all. So big arm circles or shoulder circles. So really winding it up, give it a bit of welly, as I like to say. So backwards first of all. Oh yeah, already feels great. We're going to go forwards now. So again, build a bit of momentum, keep the knees nice and bent, keep everything soft in the body, and then we're going to go forwards. And letting that just around and round, breathing in and out, don't hold your breath. Minimize the tension going on, so we're not going to kind of scare ourselves. And instead it come to a stop. Take a moment to notice the difference. Whoa, yeah, this arm just wants to do things now. Right foot forward, left foot back, knees bent, right hand on right hip. We're going to move this left arm, holding the fingers lightly, and just let the weight of the arm and a bit of momentum get this arm going. And we're going to go backwards. First of all, breathe, keep the rest of the body nice and open. Let's bring big, beautiful circles and energy. So we find energy by releasing tension. Simple as that. It's not somewhere outside of ourselves. We feel, let's go forwards now. We feel kind of stuck and tired and de-energized when, the energy's blocked, usually caused by tension. So we're going to take the hands in front and behind. Let's see how these shoulders feel now. Wake up the body. Wake up the hands. Okay, let's release our heavy burden by bringing the shoulders right up high to the ears. Inhale strongly and then out through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop. And again, breathing in. Squeeze the shoulders right up by the ears and out through the mouth. Let them drop. Let's do one more of these. Squeeze them up high. Squeeze out all the tension. Let them drop. Drop the heavy burden down. Now we're going to bring the sides of the feet together and the legs together. Little energizer, fill up the battery with light and energy. Breathing in, lift the arms up, interlink the fingers above the head, stretch up on the inhale. Lift the heels high off the ground, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, hold your breath in for another second. And as you breathe out slowly and softly and smoothly through the nostrils. So we're keeping a steady flow of air rather than letting it whoosh out. We're keeping this sort of control over the breath, steady and easeful. Breathing in. Strong inhale, and think the fingers stretch up, squeeze the arms together like you're squeezing the sides of your head, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels high, push off the toes. So you're lengthening and you're squeezing at the same time and holding the breath in. What's going on? This is building up our light battery and breathing out softly. See if you can bring the heels down softly and slowly, back down to earth, hands coming down by the sides. Let's do one more of these. We're really going to get ourselves lit up. Inhale. Stretch those hands up into the fingers, lift the heels high, push off the toes, like you're trying to push the heels away from the ground as much as possible. So we're really extending and squeezing, holding. This also helps the balance. It's dynamic. Breathing in, or holding the breath in, sorry, and breathing out slowly and softly. A slow exhale through the nostrils, hands coming down, heels coming down, back down to the ground. Feel that ground beneath you. Take the feet a bit further apart. Knees nice and bent, and we're just going to come into these twists, free it all up, loosening the body. So the arms again are heavy, they're not kind of active, we're turning on our center, our axis. So we feel a sense of our center, that stays stable, and everything else can be free and liberated because we're staying in our center. So this is a good analogy for how we go about our life. Holding our center, holding our ground, and everything that comes towards us or feels like we're moving through, it's much more easeful, less stressful, because we stay centered and we stay grounded. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, nice and easy. Let the hands go smack into the lower back, backs of the hands just go smack, yeah. And you get a bit of stimulation. Let's increase that. Take the backs of the hands on the lower back. Yeah, let some sound out. Some sighs are good. You can even take that onto the buttock, wherever you feel it needs a bit of attention, needs a bit of stimulation. Even sitting, particularly, it's nice to have a little bit of stimulation on the glutes there. And then take those knuckles, strong, sharp knuckles, and get them either side of the lower spine there. Whoosh! Feel the energy flying up. Kundalini. Whoosh. Yeah. Subtle energy rising up. Sparkling energy rising up through their system. Sparkling out like a beautiful fountain up top of the head. Let's feel yourself like it's showering over you in gorgeous sparkling light. Good. Let's bring the fingers to the chest. Open the heart. Yeah. All over the heart space. Yeah. When you feel those sighs coming, just let them go. Make some sound. And to the sides here, high ribs. Give those side ribs a little bit of a rub there as well. Yeah. A lot of stuff getting caught up in our sides body. Okay. And then we're going to come into a little bit of a cross lateral movement with the cross crawl. So lifting the left knee, meeting it with the right hand, and then crossing over. So this is coordinating the body and the brain. This is from Brain Gym. So we're just focusing on our breath, coming in and out. You can make this very fast if you're feeling like, yeah, I want to get super energized, or you can make it very slow. Maybe slow is good today, just to kind of really give ourselves time and space to really connect, repattern our energy. And then we'll extend the leg, meet it with the opposite hand. So can get the fingers to meet the toe. So it's opposites. Opposite leg to arm, based on marching movements. Breathing constantly, support your body with your breath. And out to the side. So left leg goes out to the side, right arm over the head. And then we kind of do this little kind of shadow here underneath. So we're drawing this lovely circle around our heart and our face here. Drawing a lovely circle. Leg out to the side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. In and out through the nostrils. Good. And we're just going to take the hands onto the waist or the hips and bring the heel to the backside just to wake the legs up a little bit, kick ourselves on the backside in a nice way. Okay, and let's just sweep out with the cobwebs. So feet again, just check the hips width apart and parallel. Knees are nice and soft. Inhale. Strong, bright energy. All the breath out on a ha. Let the arms swing down. Knees bend, you see. Then we're going to lift up that breath. Inhale. Stretch up. Make yourself really tall and then out. Empty everything out on a strong ha. Make it really powerful. Sweeping out all the cobwebs. Let the arms swing. Let's go one more of these. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Good. And let the arms swing a little bit. So we're going to come to the back of the mat. Actually, we're going to start with Warrior One for our standing postures today. So feet in a little V shape, a space between the heels, weight onto the left foot, big step forward with the right foot, big step. So let's get the hips level. So both the hips are facing the front of your mat or working area, and notice really pushing back into that back heel, and the position of the hips is key. Right hip back, left hip forward. Strong belly, base of spine there. So we're going to take the hands forward and bend into that right knee. We're going to do some heart opening first of all. So think about this whole area being held, not rigid. So supporting it. Drop the head down, so you're looking down at your knee there. And really stretch those hands forwards as well as bringing them together. Inhaling, opening the chest. Take the shoulders back, take the arms back, opening wide. Breathing out, bringing the arms forward, hands come together, drop the head down. So we're really opening the front of the body. We're really saying yes to everything. Big, bright, lively, expansive energy. And then we're just going to contract. Maybe you're feeling a bit like this at the moment. With all this kind of new changes, getting out there, people, things. Springy summer energy, but also wanting to come back and retreat and find the balance between the inside and the outside. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing the hands forward again, dropping the hands down. And then we're going to come into a warrior here. So keeping that bend in the knee, breathing in with the arms up. The hands are facing each other, they're above the head, and the arms are back towards the ears rather than coming forwards. So this will keep us upright. Breathing in and breathing out, sinking a little deeper into that right knee. At the same time as that right knee is coming forward, and it just hovers above the ankle, no further forward. You want to push back into that left heel. So really getting ourselves very strong, stable, and balanced. If you want to look up at the space in between the hands, you can. That'll challenge your balance a little bit more. And also lift the chest a little bit more. So the front of the body's really open. Breathe. Keep thinking about the position of your hips. Keep thinking about pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Everything is very strongly engaged in this middle section so that you can feel that centeredness and strength and stability at your center. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. And we're not finished yet. I'm going to come into a forward bend over this leg. So you can come extended, inhaling, or support your back if you need to. Inhale, soften that standing, the front knee before you come into the forward bend. Just soften it rather than bending it. Breathing out, coming down over that leg. Meet the ground with the hands either side, maybe fingertips. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to lengthen the right leg. I say lengthen rather than straighten. It's a very different feeling. So to lengthen, we are going to be thinking about the two different points moving away from each other in space. Big toe of the right foot is pushing into the earth. Right hip is lifting up into the sky. And the body's coming down closer towards the leg. So we're lengthening this right leg. Breathing deeply. To breathe deeply, the main thing is to expel all the air on the exhale. Extend the out breath. And immediately you slow and deepen your breath. One more breath in and out. Long, long exhale. Empty, empty, empty. Now bend into that right knee. You can walk your hands up the leg. Nice and easy. Bend into the right knee so that you can spring back to the back of the mat. Give the leg a little shake. Knees shake, hips, shoulders, Let's just make some sound again, why not? Just let all the atoms reset, give them a shake up. Weight on the right foot this time, big step forward with the left. And then get the hips in the right position first of all, because they're right in the center. So you're facing the front edge of the mat. Pushing into that right heel. It's a strong, strong leg here, anchoring leg. Now bend to the left knee, it's hovering above your ankle there. At the same time as that knee comes forward, you're pushing into the right foot, the back foot. That dynamic is absolutely crucial. So hands come forward, head drops, looking down at the knee. Open the space between the shoulder blades. Now inhaling, opening this chest. Opening the chest, the front of the shoulders opening, take the fingers right back and then breathing out, bringing the hands forward. So moving with the breath. The breath is dictating. Rather than the breath following the movement follows the breath. So as you breathe in, you feel the heart opening and flying upwards towards the skies. And as you breathe out, you're opening the back of the heart and just containing yourself. Big, shining, open, white lights. Yeah, heart flowing upwards. Exhaling, coming back into your little cave there. I'd say opening the front of the throat as well as you inhale. And as you exhale, closing that down and relaxing the back of the neck. And release the hands down. So now we're going to actually just start to straighten up that leg, the left leg, so we can come into this warrior a bit more strongly. Inhale, lift the arms up. Palms are facing each other, space between the hands. Keep the shoulders down, but extend up through the arms. Inhale, long body. Keep the length in the body as you breathe out. Bend into the left knee. And as I was talking about this dynamic, the left knee comes forward, the right heel pushes back. You feel that it's completely stabilizing when you have that sense. And also really helps to engage the muscles. Also think about the position of the hips, right hip a bit further forward, always pressing that right hip forward, using the right buttock, and the left hip's coming back, using the strength and lengthening of the left thigh. Look up at the space between the hands, soften the feet, don't grip with the toes. It's a tendency to want to grip. As soon as we start softening the feet and ungripping the toes, usually, there's tension gets released. So there's intention here. There is, you're engaged with your body, breathing deeply. Everything is in motion, fluid. Use the inhale to come up, lengthen the leg, breathing out, bringing the arms down. Now either holding the back if you need the extra support, or inhaling to lengthen, coming down over this front leg, soften the knee of the left leg to begin as you come to reach the floor. Then we kind of move slowly towards something. We don't need to rush at it. Now we're lengthening that left leg. So push the big toe into the ground. Feel that left hip reaching away. Lots of length in the whole of the leg. Let the body slowly relax down towards the leg. Breathing in, come away a little bit. Breathing out, release. Let everything go. Relax the breath. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Exhale, exhale, exhale. One more breath in. Long, slow breath out. Empty, empty, empty. Now bend into the left knee. Walk your hands up your leg. Nice and easy. Bend into the left knee and spring back to the back of the mat. Again, let's give the legs a little shake. So it's the legs and the hips and the shoulders. Shake it all around and give it some sound. Shake it all around and give it some sound. That's another funny rhyme. Yeah, oh, it feels so good to shake. Resetting. So, standing. Let's do a little bit of breathing and moving. Recentering and balancing. Talk about balancing the inside and the outside. Also balancing the all the different kind of polarities, masculine, feminine, in-breath, out-breath, light and dark, everything. Check your feet, make sure they're parallel, hips width apart. And do that breathing and moving. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the heels at the same time, bring the hands together, and as soon as they meet, they turn, and the palms are coming down and the heels are going down. So it's a slow and steady, both the inhale and the exhale. let the fingertips just touch at the bottom there, and then open the thumbs out, open the fingers out, open the hands up, lift the heels high, bring the hands together, let them touch above the head, and breathing out, they're coming down. So slowly bringing the heels down to the earth. So we feel this sense of bringing together the polarities. Yeah. So the inhale, the inspiration, the masculine, the skies, the air, and the fire, and then the exhale. It's coming back down to the earth, the feminine, the water, the physical. So we're moving, and you'll notice how we're bringing this all together. You imagine or watch this circle you're drawing around yourself with the fingertips. This is, we integrate the polarities and enter into the oneness. The oneness, the one who knows, maybe. Breathing in. Really extend up, lift the heels high and slowly. So we're really getting rid of controlling those feet as well. Those lovely yogi feet, get strong and flexible. Inhaling, lifting up, filling the body with air, light. And breathing out, coming back down to the earth, feeling our physical, human body down to the physical earth. One more time. Inhale, strong inhale. Bright inspiration. Hands come together at that point. And then the exhale, softening. Just let your arms float down on this. And the heels are coming down. And we're landing on the earth and in ourselves. Good. Okay. Yeah. So now we're kind of centered. Maybe this will help balance. I'm going to come into warrior 3. So you're going to get warm if you're a bit cold. So placing that left foot down, really let it land, open the toes up. I'm bending the standing knee. This is going to be my standing leg. And then start to, notice how I'm taking my body forwards and I'm pointing that right toe back. And I'm trying to keep my leg and my body in one line. And this dynamic will help the balance, this extension. And we're going to make that extension even more by taking the hands in front, interlinking the fingers, but pointing the index fingers in this Jupiter mudra. This is very directional. We extend those forwards. So the fingertips going forwards and the toe going back. Really try and keep those hips level. That right hip will want to lift up, but see if you can keep it level. This is going to keep a lot of, it's going to be very involved in this whole area again, but also lengthening through the spine. Think about these 2 points moving away from each other in space. The very point of the index fingers right to the tip of the big toe. And coming down. And release. Give the legs a shake. Yeah. Give the arms a shake. Shake it all up again. Breathe in through the nostrils. Yeah. Let's try the other side. Weight onto the right foot this time. Bend the knee. Lower your center of gravity. Already, actually using your pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha is also good, so draw that up. As your body comes forwards, the leg's going to lift, keeping in a line, if you like. Point the toe, engage the thigh, extend the arms forward, interlinking the fingers, pointing. And breathe. Looking down at the ground, so your neck is also in line with your spine. Breathe, strong body. Stop trying to straighten or lengthen up the standing leg as well. Straighten up through the knee. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Dig deep because it's strong. One more breath in and release. Yeah. You can also do this if you're finding it difficult to balance. You can do this against the wall or a handy pillar here or a piece of furniture to find that if you're finding you're not getting into this, then you can try and find it with support, and then you'll find when you come back to it without support, you'll find it in your body a lot easier. Let's just come down to a little squat here. Just to release these hips. So if your heels are off the ground, put something underneath the heels, blocks or a blanket or cushions. And we're just going to let our body soften here and let the hips release, and the back and the neck. So just rest the backs of the hands on the ground, very surrendered, and let the head, as if your head's going to fall into your hands. Back of the neck released, upper part of the back released. Weight of the head doing all the work for you, as well as the breath. So really give your weight
The weight of the head is pulling down, so it's releasing the neck there. And let's give some breath to help that along. Breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Give it some sound to keep your attention on. Release and out breath. Where can you feel that in your back? Is it just in the neck, or is it really getting into the lower other parts of your spinal column? Feel into that. Feel the ribs expand as you inhale. Release on the spine on the exhale.
Let's come into a little twist while we're here. It always feels nice. The left hand on the ground, so lifting the head up again now. Breathing in. The inhale is lifting. Imagine the inhale is just lifting the fingertips here. So it's effortless. It's lifting of the right arm and extending to the ceiling, fingers extending, watching it with your eyes. And let's rotate that wrist clockwise. Watch it and keep breathing. Just enjoy that spiraling motion. It's like it's spiraling upwards, getting longer and longer as it spirals upwards. And then we change direction, anti-clockwise, and we feel that it's kind of winding itself in, coming down to the ground, watching the whole arm spiraling down. Right hand reaches the ground. Now the inhale lifts the fingertips of the left hand to the ceiling. It's effortless, just floating up, rotating that left wrist clockwise, watching the hand, staying interested and curious in our own self and our own movement, just noticing where's that attach into my body, that length that I'm creating. It's getting longer and longer as it spirals up. And then we rotate in the opposite direction, anti-clockwise, and let it kind of unravel, unwind. Watch the arm moving through space. Just enjoy that and reaches the ground. Good. Now I'm going to walk the hands forwards. Onto all fours. Take a moment to sit back into the heels. That's going to feel great for the back and the hips there. Bring the forehead to the ground. Extend the arms away. Fingers just spread nice and easy. Widen the knees if you need to have a bit more space for your body. Otherwise, just release again. Breathing into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth and just feel the body sinking a little bit. Feel the base of the spine sinking back into the heels. As you breathe in, feel the back ribs expanding, the back of your whole body, the lungs expanding into this area, and out through the mouth to release. Good. So spread the fingers wide. Make sure they're engaged with the ground, the hands. On the inhale, you come up to all fours. So make sure there's space between your knees as well. There should be some space. And then exhaling, taking the hips forward, taking the shoulders back, opening the chest. So the front of the body is getting nice and long. The groin is not reaching the floor. We're not in a cobra exactly. Breathing in, lifting into all fours. Exhaling, sit back into the heels, push back. Inhale. So the inhale is always into the all fours position, and the exhale is either into the back bend here, so we inhale to all fours, or the exhale as we sit back in. So we're lengthening. We're lengthening the back of the body that time, sitting back. Inhale and exhale, opening the front of the body, heart's flying upwards again. Inhale. So move slowly and smoothly in time with your breath. And in some ways, try and think of it as a continual movement. So the inhale and the exhale are just in this sort of circle, all part of the same breath. The breath, the inhale and the exhale, all part of one cycle or circle. Yeah, enjoy that release. Inhale. Maybe you'll find each time, maybe there's a bit more give, your body's giving you a little bit more. And then it's important with this back bend that you take the shoulders down, you really expose the front of your chest, the heart's flying upwards, not just forwards. Then the inhale. But move within your range, don't overdo it, don't push, don't force. If you align with your breath and have it as your constant ally, your anchor, and follow that, then you can't go wrong. Your breath will keep you focused and safe and within your range. Inhale, let's do one more here. Exhale, just see if you can open a little bit more the front of the body. Inhale, and the exhale, sit back. Take a moment there. Breathe into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Release the back. Good. Let's come up to all fours. This is more of a tabletop position now, so you have the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, space between the knees, feet flat behind, fingers spread wide, elbows soft, so get a bit of spring going on there. So we get a more animal body rather than, rigid and not movable. So we're going to work with some opposites here. So extend that left leg back. As it extends back, you reach the right arm forwards. Notice how this is like in one long line, an extension either side of your spine. Exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. And switching over, left hand and right leg, looking forwards to where the left fingers are going, and then looking down to the space between your hands. So it's inhaling, extending, and exhaling, softening back down to the earth again. So again, we get this feeling of shifts and changes of energy and the integration of these things. Breathing in, extending, expanding, exhaling, coming back down to yourself, to your hands, to your ground. Inhale, exhale. So, as I said before, it's important to find the balance of these things, the inside and the outside, and not get too comfortable in either kind of space, but try and manage both. Inhaling, extending, looking forwards, extending back. You're all right in the middle. You find that middle and that ground, and then the extension. One more, and then we breathe out. Bring the hands down. Bring the knees there level. So we're going to just continue this movement, moving and breathing, and let's just work specifically on the spine now. So inhaling, looking forwards, taking the chest forward, shoulders back. You see this lovely movement? We're extending the spine. Now we exhale, we take the tailbone underneath, arching up through the spine. At the end of that out breath, looking back towards the feet, we sit back. That's still out breath. Bring the forearms down. The eyes come close to the floor on the nose. The inhale begins. Inhale. Then the exhale, the tail tucks under. We arch up through the spine, lifting up. Chin comes to chest. Exhaling, sit back. Then inhale, the eyes lead, chest's open, the shoulders are back. So notice how it feels. Exhale. Once you get this in your body, the movement, the mechanics, inhale. And I really would invite you to close your eyes so you can feel into this, have it much more of an internal experience rather than thinking about how it looks or whether you're doing it right or, judging our own limitations. Instead, have it as a much more internal experience. So closing the eyes, still matching the movement to the breath. Inhaling as, even though you're not looking, your eyes are coming forward, followed by the chin, followed by the chest, opening, expanding across the front of the chest, shoulders back, and then the exhale, tucking the tailbone under, the ripple up through the spine. It's really lifting and in the center. Inhaling and exhaling. And so we get a sense much more of, again, a cycle of the breath. So we're not stopping or starting, it's just flowing and moving, and you feel almost like you're being moved by the breath. It becomes effortless, inevitable, a bit like the rolling waves of the ocean. They're rolling over, just like the breath. This beautiful watery ocean quality. And then again, we just bring the forehead to the ground, sweep the arms back into pose of the child, back to the arms on the ground. Relax the shoulders forward, so just let those soften those arms completely. And expand your wings. Feel the back body, the back ribs. Breathe deeply into them. Feel that with the front of the body a bit compressed on the front, on the legs, means you have the ability, or it encourages one to expand the breath into the back body, the whole back.
Good. Emptying out and then slowly allowing the air to come in through the nostrils. Good. So just slide the hands forward again now. We're going to get ready for a downward dog. So the arms need to be extended forwards here in this position. Then come to all fours. Breathing out. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift up the knees from the ground. Coming into downward dog. Let's just move gradually into it. We haven't done so much work on the backs of the legs, on the hamstrings. But mostly before we do this, lengthen through the body. So from the fingertip to the base of the spine, get it really long. And then we're going to start to move and soften the backs of the legs by bringing one heel down at a time, bending the opposite knee. And you can bend the knee quite a lot. You don't want to get to the hips a little bit more, but keep pushing back through the hands. Soft elbows. Soft elbows will help you to keep some space between the shoulder blades as well. Your abdominals are really a sense of flying upwards. Uddiyana Bandha. Tummy is tucked in, so the waist can stay nice and long. And let the heels come down again. Good. Just hold for a second. Feel the length from the whole spine, from the fingertips to the base. And then bring down, come down onto your knees again. Sit back into the heels. Just rest for a second. Take a few breaths in and out. A few restoring breaths by breathing out through the mouth. So let's come back onto downward dog. Come up onto all fours. Inhaling, tuck the toes under. Exhaling, lift the knees up off the ground. So we're going to now take a small side step with the left foot. So it's more or less central. Then we're going to lift the right leg. And you can just hold that. But if you want to make it a bit more dynamic, you can bring that right knee in. Breathing out. And inhaling, extend the right leg away. Just going to do a few of these if you feel that's okay for you. If you want to make it even more dynamic, then you can lift your gaze as you lift the right toe and then look back towards, as if your nose is coming towards your knee. Inhaling and exhaling. And then bring the right foot down, bend it close up to the left foot so you can replace it almost. And then we'll do the same thing this side. Have a rest in between if you need to. Extend the left leg up. Inhaling, exhaling, drawing the knee in. Inhaling, extend. You can look up towards your hands if you want to. Get a bit more dynamic in there. Exhaling, almost bringing the knee towards your nose. Keep those hands strong. Keep the arms strong by keeping the elbows slightly soft. Take a break whenever you need to. Good. Inhale, extend one more time. Exhale, bringing that left foot to the ground. And walk the feet towards the hands. Let the body hang in a ragdoll. So knees are bent, let the body hang. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just releasing the back. Restoring. Now we're going to rebuild the spine by taking our attention to the base of the spine. This little thread lifting us up from the base. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy. Keep the knees bent as you uncurl. Imagine yourself like a little flower in the spring or summer, and the energy rising up from the stalk, coming right to the top of the head. Roll the shoulders back. And your face is like a big flower's head. Lovely feeling. Roll the shoulders back a few times, bending the knees. Yeah, brand new. So good to feel that spine unfurling and uncurling. Let's take the feet apart. Good. Quite wide, and the feet are pointing, they're not parallel, they're pointing out at an angle there. So we're going to get a bit of goddess going on now. So bring your hands together, maybe give them a little bit of a rub just to get the fire going. And then we're going to get the fire going even more. So the position of your feet exactly is kind of it's not an angle. It's, if you want to take your knees out as far as you can, you want to get the knees and the toes in the same direction. So you're not twisting your knee, that's the main thing. As you're coming up and down, you're not pushing the bottom out. You're keeping the body upright. So it's a strong pelvic floor, strong Mula Bandha. Breathing in, lifting up. Keeping the chest moving towards the hands. The hands are pressing together evenly. These two polarities, the opposing forces.
coming to oneness. Breathing out, coming down to the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. Strong legs, strong body, strong back, strong belly. Everything is powering up. So this is how we're going to go to now. The inhale lifts the arms up. And we watch those hands and they come out to the side. Elbows out, strong angles here, fingers wide. Tongue out the mouth, eyes wide. I need a bit of a clear out there. Let's try that a few times. Inhale. So it's really sort of this Kali energy, you know, we kind of destroy to renew. So let's get a feeling of that fire moving through us. Inhale. Good. Okay, let's take a little breather. In and out, just to power ourselves up. One more now. Breathing in. Good, that was a bit more roaring then. And then point the feet forward, but keep them fairly wide still. Interlink the fingers behind the back. Let the hands just rest on the back there, nice and relaxed. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. So you'll immediately find your abdominals engaged to come into a forward bend. Strong belly, strong back, working together. Keep the knees slightly soft. So back is straight as long as you can. And then once you can't go any further with a straight back, then you just let your back relax and let the head fall to the ground. Keep those knees slightly soft so the legs are engaged. Now the arms come away from the back and they're coming over the body. Again, this is great for opening front of the shoulders, the chest, backs of the shoulders, space between the shoulder blades. Great chest opener completely. So don't push or force. Many of you may feel tempted to do that. Instead, just let the weight of the arms do the work and your breath. Inhale, feel the whole chest with air. Exhale, empty out completely. Yeah, so you give it a bit of time and a bit of breath, body will respond. It will loosen, it will create space, give you space. Now bring those hands still interlinked into the center of the back and just draw a circle clockwise. Yeah, this is like watering the withered fields, as they say in craniosacral. Now we're just going to go in the other direction. As we go in the other direction, soften the knees and just let yourself slowly uncurl and stand up again. Still enjoying that lovely watering. Ah, yeah, feels good. Okay, let's bring the feet together now. So we're going to come into a half sun salute, moving and breathing. Now our back's nice and open. So breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. Breathing out, bend the knees, soft rather than really bent, and bring the fingertips to the ground, looking at the ground. Now as you inhale, bring the hands to just below the knees, taking the chest forward. So we've got straight legs, straight back, straight arms, got a nice triangle. And then breathing out, coming into forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot now so you can push up the feet. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the arms down. So this is great for the whole back and how the back and the abdominals work together. So we bend the knees so we can really use this area. If we didn't, we kind of, wouldn't be really using this all together. Fingertips, inhale, exhale. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in, push up through the feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Inhaling, stretch up, look up, bring the hands together. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips come to the ground. Lead with the chest, lead with the heart. Inhale, lead with the heart, heart's coming forward. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Push up from the ground, push up from the earth. Fly up to the skies. Exhale. So breathing is leading you. Try and bring your focus to your breath. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Strong belly here. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, breathing in all the way up. Exhale, arms come down. Yeah, the whole body is engaged. It's like you're filling the body with air, expelling the air. It's like flushing out the energy, replenishing. Bend the knees, push up from the earth. Inhale, exhale. Really filling up the channels with air, with energy. Exhaling, emptying out. When we empty out the breath, we're really trusting that there is another breath to follow. And the thing is, when we really empty out, the next breath to follow will be even deeper and bigger. So we need to empty. That's not so easy a lot of the time. Empty out. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, looking forwards, heart's going forward, shoulders back. Exhale, forward bend, bend the knees, push. Strong legs. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one really, really slowly here. Breathing in. Look up, bring the hands together. Exhale, you're diving in. The chest is leading. The knees bend. The fingertips come to the ground. This is exhale, exhale, exhale. Look at the ground. Now you look forwards. The heart's coming forwards. The shoulders going back. Straighten the arms, legs back. So strong belly, strong back, strong buttocks. Then forward bend. Extending the backs of the thighs there, looking down at the ground, not at the knees. Now bend the knees a lot, and the eyes look up. The inhale inspires us, lengthens the whole body, and then we exhale. The arms are coming down slowly. Bring the hands together. Just for a moment here. We'll just do a few of these the gratitude universal prayer, I call this. Just check your feet, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. So this is softening everything. Feeling your feet on the ground, feeling your center. Remember that silver thread lifting from the center of the crown, connecting you to the universe, the roots going down from the sole of the feet, from the base into the center of the earth. So you're centered, having that sense there. Palms press lightly together, lifting the chest. So that connectedness between the hands and the heart center. Inhale, fully through the nostrils. As you exhale, you're going to point the fingers down and watch. So looking down at the ground, and then open the hands up. Inhaling, that's receptive quality. Inhaling, and you're watching the hands to come together above your head. A beautiful moment of connection, and bringing that connection, that two elements coming through the heart. And then down again to the ground, breathing out. Inhale. So now we bring the gratitude into this. So I invite you to just allow yourself to open yourself to gratitude. This is where the power is. Power of joy and contentedness is actually just appreciating and acknowledging what is. And not just acknowledging and appreciating. The appreciation is in actually feeling it in your body. So bring to mind anything you feel grateful for today or in this moment. Yeah, what is the most immediate? What are you aware of? What do you feel grateful for? And then let's expand that more by feeling it. Where do you feel that sense of gratitude in your body? Where does it land? And what is the sensation in your body? Feel it for real. Give it all the space it needs to be fully experienced. Yeah, just see if that doesn't bring a smile to your face. Good, connect. And then let the hands just rest at the heart center this time. Close your eyes. Bring your focus of attention into the center of your center, that's the heart. Right in the middle of the middle, the center. And just take a moment to notice and acknowledge, how is my heart today? How does it look? How does it feel? If you had to draw it or paint a picture of it, what would it be like? If you had to describe it in poetry. Good. So with that softness, we're going to bring ourselves to the ground. We're going to come in a squat. So bringing the hands forwards, nice and long, the body. Keep the shoulders back though, chest lifted again. Breathe in, breathing out, making sure the feet are hips width apart as well, of course, and parallel. So the bottom comes back and the fingertips are going forward, slowly coming down, breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time, as slowly as you can. Strong belly, strong buttocks, strong legs, but soft with the breath. And then catch yourself as you reach the ground. And take the legs in front of you, bounce the knees up and down, just, yeah. It's good to be back on the ground. Just enjoying that, appreciating that. I feel grateful for this ground, for this earth. Yeah, it feels lovely. Now get the legs together. Let's get to the toes pointed towards the ceiling. Take a bit of the fleshy part back just to give yourself a little bit of a head start. You're going to come into a forward bend. So inhaling, extend the arms up, look at the back of the hands there, and focus your movement from the heart. The heart is leading. So you're just watching the back of the hands. The hands are not leading, the chest is leading. And then let the arms float down to either the ground or your legs without hunching the shoulders. This is not so interesting. Look, the position of my back there. This is much more interesting, better here even. So it's a straight back and the heart is going forwards and your eyes, so everything is focused towards the toes. It's like the toe horizon there. You're going towards the horizon, this beautiful sunset of the toes. Spread them wide, give them a wiggle. Keep your focus and attention. And if your focus and attention is on this kind of sense of an end point, I want to get my body down, I want to get into the forward bend, then divert your attention by closing your eyes. This is a good little diversion. Close the eyes and say, oh, okay, I don't really know where I am in space so well now, so I'm not kind of judging, I'm not able to judge that. Instead, I can feel this a bit more, so I can come up and lengthen and lift the chest. As I inhale, expanding the chest, and as I exhale, the chest comes forwards. My body gets long. And imagine the chest is coming towards the toes, so that point is moving forwards, and the other point is the base of the spine is going to the wall behind you. So you get that sense of dynamic, these 2 points moving away from each other in space. Good. Always long, slow breaths, and empty, 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 and length from the out breath to give your body a chance at the end of the out breath just to give you a bit more space. Now we're going to walk the hands up the legs, coming back up. Extend the arms up, inhale, exhale, bring the hands down. And then either come into a hip lift, so the hands are behind you, fingers pointing forwards. We're going to lift from the chest, lift from the heart, hip lift, or if you want something less strong, come up into a tabletop. So put the feet on the ground, or keep the legs on the ground and lift the chest. So we're getting this counter pose, whichever you prefer. And hold for a breath or two. One more breath in and release down slowly to the ground. Good. And let's release the whole body down to the ground. How's your energy now? Just notice that. Notice where the mind is going. Now it's like, oh, we're going down to the ground. Now I can start thinking about stuff. So extend the fingers towards the toes, strong belly, all the time breathing in and out through the nostrils. Slowly lay this body down. Lay it down to rest. It's really just lay it down. And that might sound strange, laying it down to rest. Like this is like a little death. The corpse posture is giving your body to the earth. Just enjoy that. Nothing to be daunted by in that practice. But first of all, let's just give our back a treat by hugging the knees, having a little rock and roll. Ah, yeah. Get into all those little nooks and crannies. Rock and roll in whatever way feels good to you. Ah, yeah. A few releasing breaths. Enjoy that. Extend the legs up, extend the arms up, just to take the weight off these legs that have been working hard today and standing up a lot. And let's rotate the wrists and ankles in one direction, watching the legs and arms, enjoying that spiraling, and the other way around with the wrists and ankles. Breathe. Yeah. Bringing ease to the legs and arms. Hug the knees. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. That's nice. Let's do a little bit of breathing and moving again to keep our focus of attention, and lightly. Yes, it's not rigid. So the arms come up first of all on the inhale. The arms come up. The arms reach the ground at the end of the inhale, so try and measure that. And then we press the back into the ground, lift the knees up, exhaling. Draw the knees into the body. So we're squeezing the breath out here. Now we extend the backs of the legs, so that's inhaling, push the heels up to the sky, and exhaling, draw the knees in. Inhaling, extend the legs away. You can either slide the feet away on the ground or extend the legs away, whichever feels better for you.
And then exhaling, bring the arms forward. So try and keep the movement smooth, steady and even. This is the job for the mind now, it's just coordinating and staying focused. The inhale, the arms come up. The end of the inhale, the arms reach the ground nice and open in the chest. Maybe you feel your back lift off the ground there. And then exhale, push the back into the ground. Draw the knees up. Draw them in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, extend and expand. Exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale, extend the legs away. Exhaling, slowly bringing the arms back alongside. So very nice. Slowing everything down. Slow everything down. Really feel everything. Notice where your mind is. Notice how your body feels. Inhale. The arms reach the ground. Then the exhale begins. Press the back into the ground. Draw. Use that strong abdominals. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Extending. So the extending movements are always the inhale. And the exhale is the kind of closing down movement. I'll just rest there for a second. Okay. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the ground. Just one more thing here before we relax. So bring the soles of the feet close to the buttocks. So really get them tight in, but the space between the feet, parallel feet, and their hips width apart. So you should be able to feel your feet inside, so just behind the buttocks there. You want to keep these thighs level, so the space between the knees is going to stay steady. Palms flat down, extend the fingers towards the bottom of the mat. Chin tucked in tightly to the chest, so we're really exposing the back of the neck. Now as you inhale, you press into the feet, lift the hips up, push into the ground, open the whole front of the body up, and exhaling, rolling the spine down from the top, down to the bottom, rolling down. Inhaling all the way up, open the front of the body, front of the hips, and exhaling, rolling down the spine. Good. So enjoying this movement, keep the chin tucked in the whole time. If you want to, you can add in the arms. So inhaling, bringing the arms up, exhaling, rolling the spine down, and bringing the hands back. Try and match the movement to the breath. Just do a couple more of these. Inhaling and exhaling. Roll slowly down. With or without the arms, you can try this. Last one without, maybe. Focusing on the spine. Rolling that spine down on the exhale, and then sliding, the lovely feeling of sliding the legs away, letting go of the legs, letting the feet pull out to the side, letting the arms fall away from the body. We'll have a few moments lying in relaxation. So if you want to put anything on your body, if you feel cold, you can put a blanket or socks on. If you feel that's going to help you. Close the eyes now. If they're not closed already, close the eyes. Close the eyes. And just release your breath. Again, if you're releasing breath, as many as you need, breathing into the nostrils. Sigh out with the mouth. As you breathe out, feel the body's sinking and softening into the ground. And just notice how you feel. How do I feel now compared to the beginning of the practice? Breath coming in and breath going out. And let the breath soften now. The body's softening. Breath is soft and easy like a sleeping baby. You can almost feel the breath like the waves of the ocean. Or the leaves in the trees, you know, the wind blowing the leaves in the trees, it's just soft and flowing. And just aligning ourselves with those natural images, ideas, feeling a sense of our own nature, our own body, and connecting to this earth, connecting to our breath, connecting to our life, this present. And all of this
in all of this, the center. Returning to the one who knows. And just letting it all go. Resting in oneself. Ease. And nourishment for yourself. Drawing up all the nourishment and nurture from this earth. She's feeding you, and replenishing you with everything you need. And so we come to the end of our practice today, the end of the relaxation. And it's good to notice how you feel at the end. How how's the impact of your efforts? Notice the impact of your efforts. How does it feel now? How does the body feel? How does the mind? How much space is there? Yeah, this is an interesting and worthwhile comparison to compare. You know, how we feel now compared to the beginning, and just appreciating our journey today together. And we'll just come around, maybe give ourselves a stretch, move the body on the floor, wake up everything a little bit, returning to our day. We still have lots to appreciate in our day. Coming to seated, maybe feeling a sense of our physical self, taking the mind out, coming back to the body, to this moment, to this life, appreciating this body. Give it a rub, face, everything, in your edges. And then we'll rub the palms together to make some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. And we bring the palms of the hands, once they're nice and warmed, once we've created a bit of heat, to the heart center again. And coming back to where we started with this, retreating into nature, into our nature. It's a good place to be. And bring to mind your sankalpa into this fertile heart space. Your sankalpa, your intention, another word for sankalpa. And it might start with something like I am, I can, I will, I have. Positively framed something you want to manifest in your life. So say that to yourself a few times here. Take it deep into your heart and let your heart nourish this intention, this sankalpa, so it will inevitably flourish and bloom. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much, and thank you for your practice today.